Okay, students, today I want to show you a little bit about your textbook because I get the feeling that some of you don't really understand what to do or how to organize things or how to find things. So up here, if you start up in the upper left-hand corner, you see where it says Princess Hall, and that's the name of the publisher. Pearson Success Net is the name of their series of sites. Up here you have glossary, you have resources, you have flashcards, you have print, you have back, and you have next. Mostly you're going to be using the back and the next because they're going to take you to the different pages if you use any of those menus. Also you have home and log out over here. Over to the far left, you have a place where it says view page, and you can type in the page. I'm just going to randomly pick one. If I type in page 34, it's going to take me to 34, which you see here is an explanation of cognates. And if you want to go the other way, we're just starting chapter 3A now. You can click on 3A, and then it gives you all these different options that you can use to get to different parts of the chapter. A primera vista means a first look, and that's usually where you see the objectives and the first presentation of vocabulary. Video historia is where you can play the video that goes along with the chapter. So you can click play video, and then it's going to go here. I don't know why you have to click it twice, but you do. And then you're going to get a little window here. And on here it says Video Historia Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, and Part 4. You can pay it in high bandwidth or low bandwidth. And so I'm going to click low here because I live out in the country and sometimes my internet is a little bit slow. And so here you can see the video is starting. You can hear the audio and everything. So those are the videos we watch sometimes in class. And then you'd have to play the different parts of it. Then they have a section called Manos a la Obra, and that's where you have the different activities that you can do. So if you click on Vocabulario y Gramática en Uso, then you see some activities here that you can do. Gramática 1, Gramática 2, and those are grammar presentations. And when you go to the video here for Me Gusta, Me Encanta, it's going to be a different video. It's going to be the video that explains the grammar. So if you're ever not in class or you don't understand something, you can always use that. Also, you have the activities that you can do, like this listening activity. You can click on them. And when you do these, your work will come up in my grade book from the textbook. They will automatically put your grade in. So you can do those things. You also have this little My Notes thing you can click on where you can create notes, and you can have a Spanish keypad and you can type into it, and then you can save it and it will show me your work there. Here we have Adelante, and then they have a whole bunch. Adelante is like a lot of additional things that you can do. A lot of times that's where the cultural presentations are. And for example, La Cultura en Vivo, Churros y Chocolate, something that we'll read later. And then the chapter review, and this is where it has your vocabulary list, and you can play these, you can click on them, and then you'll be able to hear
Todos los días.
And you see this little box comes up, and then you have to click on it.
Todos los días.
Todos los días. And you just repeat after them. And in addition, there are other things that you might want to do. Vocabulario adicional. This is actually in your regular textbook, but it gives you different vocabulary that you might want to know in addition to what's already taught. And then Más Práctica will take you to the practice workbook that's online and some other activities that you can do as well. So you can see this is one of the workbook pages that I usually assign to you. And so you can open that up and print it out from the online textbook. And then there are also, it seems like there's something else I wanted to show you in here. Let me go back a little bit and see in Manos a la Obra if there was anything. Well, this gives you a good idea of how to use the book. There's Preparación para el examen, and you can look here, and this is test preparation. And then there's also other pages you can access that give you test preparation. So they're going to give you multiple choice practice tests so you can see if you're ready for the chapter test. So I think that your book provides you with a lot of opportunities to learn. You can click on the glossary, English to Spanish. It will pull up a window where you can look up words, but it has the English first and then the Spanish in alphabetical order, and you can do it in the reverse direction as well. Resources, verbs, useful expressions for conversation, authors, why study Spanish, study tips, flashcards. You can also do flashcards for the chapter here. And so if you want, you can click restart, and then it shows you the card, and you can click flip. And if you know it, you can mark as learned. If you didn't know it, you can leave it as unlearned. And then you can say, you click on next, and then you click flip el tocino. And you can, once again, you can mark as learned, and you can keep going. You can shuffle, you can jump to a card, you can read the instructions. So there's lots of things you can use to practice, and I hope this will help you get a better handle on how to use the book.